What's going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm SubSyde, and today I'm going to be showing you how to build a working elevator or lift in Minecraft Bedrock Edition. Now this build can be a little bit tricky, so I recommend you building it in creative mode at least once. So not a lot of items you need for this build. So you're going to need 4 obsidian, 7 sticky pistons, 2 standard pistons, 5 observers, 8 slime blocks or honey blocks, it's up to you. 2 buttons, 1 lever, and about a stack of whatever building blocks you want to use. And for the bottom part of this elevator, and the top part really, it's going to be 5 by 5 in dimensions. And height-wise, it can be as tall as you need it to be. So we're going to start by putting down the floor of our elevator, and that is going to go here and here. So if you've opened up a 5 wide area, it's 3 and 4 from the left. That's going to be the floor of the elevator. Next, we're going to come 2 blocks behind. So 1, 2, these 2 blocks here. You're going to grab your obsidian and place one there and place one there. Next, you're going to stand on top of the obsidian. I'm going to place down a sticky piston. I'm going to crouch and place down a standard piston like so. Once you've done that, you want to grab your slime or your honey blocks. You want to place one on top of each piston. Come below it, we're going to get rid of these 2 blocks and hop down. Grab a sticky piston. That goes on the right-hand side. Make sure it's facing down. And a standard piston on the left hand side. Make sure that's facing down also. So it should look something like this at the moment, and I'll stop and pause every now and again so you've got time to catch up and see if you've built it correctly. Next, grab your slime or honey blocks again. We're going to place one here, crouch, and you're going to place one underneath on that obsidian block and on this obsidian block too. We're going to come up on top, and we're going to place one here and one here also. So if I get rid of the floor of the elevator for a second, we can see we've got this sort of backwards L shape here, and we've got this sort of like upside down L shape here. So pop the floor to your elevator back in, and this is also where we're going to put the roof. And you want to come around the left hand side of the elevator now, and we're going to grab our observers. We're going to place one observer here. Make sure the red dot is facing us. Then you want to come around to the side, grab a sticky piston and place one here. Once that's done, make your way to the top. And on that sticky piston we just placed, we're going to crouch and place an observer facing. Make sure this arrow is facing towards this slime block. Now, continuing facing this direction, what we're going to do is drop down to our right, walk back a little bit, and we're going to place another observer on the side of this slime block. So again, the red dot is facing you. So that's the bottom part done for now. We do need to come back and do some other stuff. What I'm going to do is on the right hand side, just build up to where you want your the top of your elevator to go. So it can be as high as you want. I'm just going to do it to about there. But once you've built up to the area, what you're going to do is, notice I've built on the right hand side. So I'm going to come to the back of the block and place down an obsidian. And I'm going to place another one above the right hand side as well, so you can see it matches what we put down there. Get rid of this pillar once you've done that, all the way down, keeping the roof of your elevator there. So now what we're going to do is send this up to those obsidian blocks. So what we'll do is we'll place a temporary block there and then an observer behind so that the red dot's behind it. Come around the front, get rid of this block, and then we're going to place an observer on this one, and that should send your elevator up to the top. If it hasn't sent it to the top at that point, something might be wrong, so double check what you've built so far. Like I said, do it. Make sure you're in creative for the first time building it, and you shouldn't have any problems. So now we've sent that up, we're going to go up to the top to see it, and it stopped perfectly. So you can see our obsidian have stopped the slime blocks. That's great. Now what we need to do is send it back down. So to do that, we're going to come around the back. We're going to come in this little area here on the right hand side of the elevator, grab a sticky piston. Place that on the back of that observer facing this observer. Grab a lever, put that on the back of the sticky piston, press it down once, then you can break that lever then so it pulls this observer back. Come around the left hand side, and what we're going to do now is build like a little frame. We're going to build that up, leave that one for now. And we're going to build this going all the way around, like so. You could probably do another layer just so you've got something to walk on to. But I can imagine if you're doing this in like a cave, or if you're doing this in a build, you've already got something there anyway. So once that's done, grab a sticky piston. We're going to come around to the left hand side. I'm going to place one here. come back inside the elevator, place a button on the side here behind your sticky piston. Now when we press this button, if all's done correctly, this should send it down. So let's have a go. Oh, perfect. So that's going down perfectly. Now we just need to figure out the mechanics for it to go back up. And how we're going to do that is like we done on the top, we're going to build a little frame going around. Not this block though, sorry. We're going to put a sticky piston there. So build a nice frame going around. Like you've done on top as well, you can build a second frame going around. And that's going to be so our button can go on the wall here. Jump down into this little gap. Grab our final sticky piston. Place it there. Back inside. Place our button here. And then let's just test it. So let's stand in and press our button. And we've got ourselves a working elevator, which will take you right up to the top. So all you need to do now is decorate it, make sure it looks all fancy. And if you enjoyed this video or it helped you, consider subscribing to the channel. Help us get to 12,000 subscribers and consider giving the video a like as well. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Bye for now.